One baby center parent has this question. My 6-month-old is waking 2 to 3 times a night, crying hysterically like he's scared. He has been sleeping through the night, so it seems like he's regressing. Could he be having night terrors, or could something else be going on? This is so sad.
I know, it's so sad. I think nighttime waking, like especially when they regress like that, is one of the most stressful things and really one of the most common questions I get in clinic. And it can be super stressful for baby and for parent, for sure. The things that we think about for nighttime waking when they previously weren't there are things like teething, just regular old behavioral sleep regression, and then, just hunger from a growth spurt. And behavioral sleep regression is one of those funny things where as much as we know about it is also as much as we don't really know about it. The study suggests that sleep regression comes from a place of it's just usually a developmental milestone, and there are many different thoughts as to why that could be happening. Some of it could be that babies are starting to dream, which I kind of love that, but it also makes me a little sad that maybe they're having bad dreams. Some of it comes from the idea that babies now have object permanence and they form this bond to parent, and they realize in the middle of the night that the parent isn't there. And so they tend to cry for that. And then some of it could be just regular old, they're growing, and that 3 or 4 ounces that you were giving them is not enough, and they need more like 5 or 6. So those are the things to think about when you're dealing with kind of nighttime waking that wasn't previously there before.
Okay, great. And what would you recommend for this parent specifically to help with the crying, both for themselves and for baby?
Absolutely. Number one is show yourself some grace, because it's very, very, very stressful. Don't beat yourself up. There's, usually nothing that you've done that, you could have done to prevent it. So, go easy on yourself. But I think trusting maternal and paternal instinct is huge here. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and your baby is what you think is hungry, feed your baby. If you wake up and the baby doesn't look hungry but looks scared, then you want to comfort your baby. And if you feel like your baby just needs to be soothed, you can rock your baby. This is a great time to think about a pacifier, and pacifiers do offer babies that comfort when they're not hungry and they just need to be soothed. I especially love the Perfect Night Pacifier by MAM. It's one of these really thin, flexible pacifiers that, is designed by pediatric dentists. It sits perfectly in the mouth and allows the jaw to be in a comfortable position. There's less pressure on the jaw. And we know that night pacifier is in their mouth all night long. So you really want to be giving the baby something that is going to support their dental health and their dental growth as they move forward. So don't discount the power of a pacifier, people. Pacifiers really do help, especially in these type of nighttime wake situations.
It helps both parent and baby, and I love that. So we're always wanting more sleep. So, and I think it's great to note that pacifiers are a safe way to soothe your baby, and that they're safe. And so I think that's always important to keep in mind too, like you mentioned. Is there anything else, Dr. Neela, that you want to share with our baby center audience before we go?
What I tell moms and dads in this situation is you're going to get a lot of information from a lot of places. And I think it's really important to trust your maternal or paternal instinct. That being said, you do want to choose companies like MAM that are creating products that are taking your baby's health and safety into consideration and want to support that. Because like I said, the happier that your baby is and the more safe your baby is and the more that you can relax and the more that you enjoy the process, the better it is for everybody.
You can check out MAM Baby at Amazon, Walmart, and Target.